Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Imani and I love all things planning and self-care related. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss new content. So today's video will be a little different and it'll be in two parts. So the first part will be me just giving you all a little update about my planning system at the moment. And two, I will be doing a plan with me, but it's not a plan with me in the traditional sense. So stay tuned. So first, I wanted to give you all a little update because if you have been watching my Plan With Me videos and seeing my content on Instagram, you know that I am not currently planning in my half letter right now. To be honest with you, she's just not speaking to me at the moment. I think, I currently have this as sort of my main insert and there's a couple issues with this. I love all the lines, but right now I only need like a few lines for a to-do list, which is why I've been in the spiral planner from Cloth and Paper. And if this is sort of the main insert I have, then, I don't really need all of the other inserts. And I'm just, life has been busy. So I think that the busyness of life is sort of attributing to me not knowing what to do with my planning style. So this is I'm still holding on to her. I'm not getting rid of her, putting her aside just yet. In fact, for the second half of the video, I will be doing a plan with me with half letter inserts. But for now, when life quiets down a little bit, I'll hop back in here and really plan every day and be intentional about it. For example, there are finance inserts I could be using that I'm not using right now. There are self-care inserts, the wellness inserts from the March 2022 Cloth and Paper box, not using those. Literally all I have time to do and all I have the energy and the just sort of mindset to do right now is write a to-do list every day and check things off and be done with it. So that's kind of what I'm going through right now. But if you experience that, just know that's normal. I just think, as time flows and as life progresses, you kind of have to just be flexible with it and know that, there's nothing wrong with planning and shifting your planning style to match your lifestyle. So on to the plan with me. Like I said, it is a non-traditional plan with me and one that I will continue to update because it is a plan with me for my vacation. I'm going to Los Angeles at the end of June of 2022. So I figured that I would, one, use these meeting notes inserts from Cloth and Paper. I don't know if you remember from a few videos ago, but I said that I had no idea how to use this. And this dot grid area scares me. I'm not a fan of dot grid, but I figured that the vacation and planning for the vacation would be a good opportunity to challenge myself to use these. And two, normally I am the one in a relationship who plans everything, but I only did it on digitally. So I only planned it all on my laptop. And because this vacation is longer, it just involves more details, car rentals, flight, hotel, all of the activities every day, all of the meals. It is a big responsibility. So I figured that I would use this as an opportunity to show how you can use both digital and paper planning in conjunction to really maximize your productivity and your project planning. Okay, so gotta have the paper straight. For subject, I will use vacation. At the end of after the vacation's over, I will show the full itinerary and you'll see that I actually created like a color palette for the vacation. And so the itinerary has like its own color palette. Well, the whole vacation has its own color palette. And this pen actually goes with it. I never write with this, but it has that beautiful blue color and that's one of the colors of the color palette. So I thought that really worked out well. So I'll just put June 2022 here. Okay, let me take the extras away so it's a little neater to plan on. Okay, so priorities, when I'm thinking about a flight, or not a flight, but a vacation, obviously the priorities are the flights. Car rental. Lodging. Food. The itinerary. I don't know how to spell itinerary. I think that's right though. Tickets for all the excursions. Let's see. I know there's one major thing that I'm forgetting. Packing list. I'm just gonna write COVID because there are some COVID related things I want to take care of, you know, making sure we have our vaccine records and everything, making sure we have masks when we need it. So COVID is its own priority. And I think that's it. Okay, so we already bought our flights. We took care of car rental. And everything else is sort of still floating in the air, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, activities. I know I put tickets up there, but there are some free activities. That I still need to do some research about. And yeah, so hopefully I can keep that straight. Okay, so yeah, we have a lot of work to do, which is why I wanted to just sort of get all this down and have it on paper so I can visualize, okay, this is what I need to do next. So lodging, we're close to being done. Food, I still have a lot to do with that. The itinerary, I'm still finalizing that, even though I think it's probably not going to change much. Activities, there's still 1 or 2 activities I need to research. And then packing list, I haven't even started. Tickets, we haven't even bought yet, but I'm not worried about that. So as far as lodging is concerned, let's do a mind map. So for lodging, I'm going to pull out these calendar cards from Cloth and Paper, just so I have them handy and I know how much time we have left. I think because we already took care of the car rental and the flights, I'm not 100% worried about lodging at the moment, even though it does affect the itinerary. So I'm sort of really weird about this. It's gonna sound really like detail oriented, but I can't finalize the itinerary until I know where we're staying at, because I calculate the itinerary down to the minutes. So I know, hey, if we want to be somewhere at 11, it usually takes, you know, LA traffic is really crazy. It might take an hour. So I'm going to schedule an hour and a half. So I will want to leave the hotel an hour and a half in advance. But if I don't know where we're staying, I can't finalize that part yet. So, I want to put almost like due dates here. So the packing list can wait until June. So we're just gonna put a J for June. April, I do want to finalize all the food. Itinerary is gonna wait until May. Tickets, I'll start worrying about in May. COVID is a June thing. Activities, I want to finalize that as soon as possible. So let's say A. Lodging, hopefully will be an A as well. Okay, so we have some sort of due dates there. Let's mind map or just brainstorm the activities I need to do for the April categories. Okay, so I've been going back and forth at if I want to do like drawing a mind map here, if I just want to write a list. I'm going to challenge myself and do a map. Not sure if I'm going to like it, but Nope. We're gonna grab a sticky note. And I changed my mind pretty quickly there, but I just realized that I'd rather just get this right than to go out of my comfort zone here. So sticking with what I know. So here we're gonna put the list sticky note, and I'm going to write food at the top. What's really funny is that I think I have all of the lunch places done. So I just need to look up breakfast, and lunch is kind of easy because we'll be at these activities and excursions, so we can eat there. But some places, you know, like I looked up vegan restaurants, for example, so we can sort of go to a place that's like nearby. But I haven't done any sort of breakfast research. I don't know where the closest like Starbucks is, or, you know, like a good breakfast place, and there are no dinners planned. So I need to research breakfast. Something I'm also doing differently is, like, I normally do the itinerary thing, but I don't send calendar invites, but this time I will because I find that because we're driving, it'll be a lot easier to get in the car and plug our phones in. The phone knows, okay, we have this excursion or dinner scheduled for this time, and we can just click it and it'll give us the directions rather than having to look it up on the itinerary. So send cal invites. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I can't believe I took up every line, but it's all good. Okay. So that is food. And at least that gives me a breakdown of what I need to do. So I won't check off that food is done until we check off all of these things as well. So for lodging is the next category that's due at the end of April. We have narrowed it down to about 4 or 5 hotels, and I just want to make sure I want to agree on where we stay. So I'm just going to add lodging as a follow-up. It's possible that our lodging choice, I hate that, absolutely hate it, but our lodging choice may affect like breakfast places, because if the hotel has breakfast, I'm pretty sure there are days where we'll just eat like downstairs in the hotel or get like room service. But ask area, lodging choice and area. So next is I put lodging down here. Next is activities. So I'm gonna write activities. So activities are almost done. We have one major activity scheduled for each day. Some of the bigger excursions in LA and the LA area, but there are still some times where, like, for example, if we're going to like Venice Beach or Santa Monica, I want to make sure we have an idea of what is there. So I want to research. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just highlight the task that I want to accomplish this week, which is the week of April 17th through the 23rd. So I think I can really finish activities this week. And obviously, like, there's no absent sort of the ones that we buy tickets for in advance. The activities can change, if we find out something while we're there, then, I leave that open, which reminds me. Okay, sometimes that happens. We did want to go out while we were there on Friday and Saturday night, so I was gonna find some just like clubs or bars or whatever that we can go to that we would have a good time at. So, like I said, obviously if we find something while we're there, the itinerary can change, but I do kind of like to know what we're doing while we're there. So I think I can do. Oh, is this? Well, that sucks. It's kind of bleeding. And I wrote that like 5 minutes ago. Okay, so hopefully it is completely dry now. So I'm just gonna highlight activities over here. And it's still bleeding. So I would not recommend combining these two pens. I don't know the name of this pen. I'll try to find it on the Cloth and Paper website. It's great. I mean, I love the color. I just don't recommend it with the midliner. And for now, I think that's the only thing I want to focus on for this week. I'm just trying to be realistic with myself. But I do want to follow up this week about lodging. Like, I don't need to book it, but I just sort of need to decide where we're gonna stay. So right now I'm going to grab this folder and just put this in here. It's gonna be the only thing in here for now, but I'll be sure to put the extras. Let's just put that there and then find the extra. Inserts in the back here, and then do want to have some sticky notes readily available. Oh, is this like stuck together? Huh. Oh, okay. Well, let me just leave that like that then. Okay. It's not broken, don't fix it. So this is the travel folder. I'm really excited. I have not been to Los Angeles before. I live on the East Coast and always have. Well, I've lived in the South too, but the East Coast and sort of like the east part of the United States is where I've always lived. So it'll be really exciting. And I'm excited. If you have any recommendations for places, locations, activities, please let me know. I am open to hearing everyone's recommendation. And I would definitely greatly appreciate it, because I feel like sometimes it can be overwhelming just looking up all this information on your own, even though I'm definitely happy to do so. Okay, that's it. That was the untraditional plan with me. As time progresses, I will be sure to give you all an update about sort of the planning process and show you how inserts and my planning style looks when it's used. I feel like sometimes with plan with me is you only see the good part, like the planning part. You don't really see the part where it's used, and you can see just how productive you've been and the progress that you've made on different plans. So I'll be sure to fill you all in on the progress. If you have any questions about anything you've seen in today's video, please be sure to let me know in the comment box below. Again, I'm looking for recommendations if you have any as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.